We're going to take a few moments to ask him some questions and have a little conversation today.
Can we start?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Hi, I'm
Sorry,
here.
I can see your video now.
I'm sorry.
Well, good afternoon for me, or morning. How are you?
So we are having evening.
Oh, it's evening. Okay. Well, good evening to you. It is still morning time for me. I was telling you, my name's Michelle. I'm your host for today. We'll just have a little conversation. Would you take a moment to introduce yourself to everyone that's joined us this afternoon?
Exactly.
This
Thank you
evening.
very much, Michelle, that you're hosting us today. My name is Halil Ibrahim. I'm from Turkey. I'm 36 years old. I'm married and with 2 children. And I'm living now in Germany for 4 years. And normal, I'm an English teacher. I completed
cool.
Normally, yeah.
That's awesome.
a little bit different because everyone says that, okay, you're just an English teacher and why don't you do that? And like you are in IT branch. And then I'm giving my answer for them. Actually, I completed my graduation in Turkey and between 2005 and 2009. And then I worked as an English teacher in different part of the world, in different countries. And finally now, as I said, for 4 years in Germany. And here also I'm working, not an English teacher, but I'm working as a software tester.
That's exciting. What's your favorite country so far that you've worked in?
Actually, my favorite country is Argentina.
Oh, awesome. I've never been.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been, but I've seen videos and shows and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, my little son was born in Argentina and is from Argentina. So we have a very how can I say, a warm connection with Argentina.
Yes, that's understandable. So now you do QA testing. Could you maybe tell me a little bit about your life now as a automation engineer? Like what are your responsibilities at work? Maybe what does your day-to-day look like when you're in the office or working remote?
Yeah. Actually, first of all, I would like to talk about my journey about this testing. Actually, when I first decided to be a test automation tester, test automation engineer, actually, my friend strongly recommended me to do a course about this branch. And
awesome.
He every time motivated me to do this job because, okay, you have a very good qualification and then you have to convey your skills on this job. And then for 3 years, I've been in this branch. And actually, I started as a test automation engineer.
Awesome.
But now I'm not a test automation engineer. I'm just a normal software tester.
Oh, okay.
Which is a little bit different from the test automation engineer. But I would like to talk about my daily life in the company.
Okay.
Actually, in the company, we have 3 days meetings, which we call as a sprint, and daily stand also. In a daily stand, first of all, every time we are checking our bug management tool, as we call Jira or Azure DevOps. It depends on the companies that they use. And we use Azure DevOps bug management tools. And then there, we are checking if any kind of tickets, which is opened by anyone in the team, and everyone see what happens today or what happened in the past days or what will happen in the future, and which means for the next day or for the other day. So my day starts with the first time checking mails.
Checking email. That's how every day starts. Yeah.
Because email. It's so important. anytime and any time of the day, you can get email from your members or from your team manager or test manager or team lead. So it's so important because you shouldn't miss any email in your box.
For sure. They come in very quickly. You can get a lot very quickly.
Yeah. And after that, if I'm assigned with any kind of ticket, first of all, I'm checking my responsibilities there. And if nothing comes, so we're directly into the project, because in 3 days we're so intensively busy with the projects. And as a software tester, we don't have every time testing, but time to time, and you're given some types of tasks, sometimes from your developer, because developer writes some codes, and then it should be tested, and it should be yeah, and then I'm doing that. So, and daily life in the companies like that.
Okay, so you start with checking emails or have your meetings, and then if you don't have any tickets that have been submitted to you, you just start on your projects that run. And you said 3-day sprints. Is that how long your projects usually run? Is a 3-day sprint? That's awesome. Yeah. It's always nice to have a ticket-free morning when you open the computer sometimes. But when you do, say when you do receive a ticket through either Jira or you said you guys use Azure. Yeah. What do you do with that? Can you kind of tell me the steps on how you follow up with those tickets, how you would process a request for a ticket that's been submitted?
Yeah, actually, these tickets sometimes they can come from directly from customer, or sometimes they come from a test manager or our developer. It depends on the ticket that anyone opened it. But if a customer sent us a bug ticket, or first of all, our test manager accepted, then he or she conveys us about this ticket. Actually, directly check our portal. Actually, we are using our company's portal, and then the customer also use this portal. And if a customer somehow having problem with clicking, or sometimes with drop downs, or sometimes checkbox, and so first I do it as a manually, and where is problem? The problem is in this module, and then I'm directly test my just on it, and then in my computer or in my side, if everything is clear and everything is works, and then I am writing a report about this ticket. I received and I accepted this bug ticket, and later I tested, which is manually, or sometimes I'm doing it automation, but this automation actually not a compulsory, because our company doesn't have any automation team. Yeah, I'm a software tester, but at the meantime, by myself, I'm writing my codes, the automation, and then I'm doing it manually. But this is just from my side. It's a pleasure for me, because I'm doing both of them, manually and automatically. But the company wants me to do just manually. And if the problem keeps on, and then directly I get a connection with the developer, who wrote this code. Yeah, and then our developer directly are in the codes. So where is the problem? The problem is directly on this click or on this button. And so we made a fix, or we made a configuration. Sometimes the project needs configurations, or the project needs some fixing. And then developer tell me that, I made some changes and some fixes, you can test again. So I'm doing a retest. Okay, everything is flowing clearly, and there is no any wrong with this ticket, or we close that ticket.
Oh, okay. That's good. So yeah, it that makes a lot of sense. And so you're testing first, you don't find any issues, you engage your developer, and if they find an issue in a specific place, they correct their errors, you go back test again, and then hopefully it's all fixed and you can close it out and tell them we're
Actually, it
done,
depends
don't
on
worry.
sometimes the project, and there are some projects which are so big, and also there are some projects sometimes not so big, and with an easy some trick and some configuration, and it is done.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. So talked about how you became sort of an automation engineer or a tester through your friend who said, "Hey, you should try this out. Let's go do that." That's sometimes we find our best jobs through our friends or family members that introduce us to something, maybe a skill they see within us or something they know that we would enjoy. So that's a
Yeah.
neat way to find out. So you've worked in several countries then. In Is this something that you can find a QA testing job or an automation job in multiple countries, pretty much anywhere that you want to work? It sounds like you've toured around quite a bit doing these things.
It was so difficult for me to decide to be a software tester, test automation engineer, because actually I'm an idealist teacher. And for
Yes.
that reason, I work in different countries. And when there's a teaching and I'm there. But sometime later, you have to think about the globally, which I mean, okay, where does this world go? And what is this technology? And the technology is all where you look, where you live, it doesn't matter. And in each time, each part, each place of your living area, you have to come across with the technology. And somehow this technology penetrates our life, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. So, and this technology will not end. And for example, I remember myself when I was a child, I was selling mobile phones. And at that time, maybe you remember Nokia, the brand of, yeah. At that time, okay, we couldn't think about how this technology improved. And just, okay, in this mobile phone, there is a very good game, which is Snake.
Yeah, I'm aging myself. Yes, I'm familiar.
And now where we are is a technology and dramatical change. And then I said to myself, so where am I in this technology? And do I have any qualification or skill? Yeah. What is it? Okay, I'm into computer and I like using computers and also everything now in computer. And for example, now you want to do shopping, just open your computer and write a URL, and okay, wherever you want, directly download it, or you can just order your product in internet. So if there is internet, if there is technology, there will be a vast area of technology, and then I will be in this technology. And first of all, I decided to be a test engineer in this point. And then think about that. I said to you, I'm very idealist teacher, but I gave up. Why? Because also now, if you're a teacher, also and you're giving your lecture again in technology in front of computer. So I must be somewhere in this technology.
Yeah.
So I decided to be test engineer and tester in this point.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's understandable. Anywhere you look, everything is technology. We have our pocket computers,
Yeah.
our cell phones. I remember going to school and our teacher saying, you can't use a calculator because you won't always have a calculator in your pocket. And now we walk around with full computers in our pocket. We all have calculators with us all the time. So as a technology advances in all areas of the world, if there
Actually,
will always be
technology
a need.
pushed me to be in this
Mm.
area.
Yeah, yeah. As it advances and as we move forward as civilizations all around the world, there will be
Oh,
technology
yeah,
and there will be opportunity, right? No matter where you
exactly.
are, what walk of life you're in, whatever industry you're in, there will be some sort of technology and someone's
Exactly, that's right.
going to need to do it. So the opportunities are there, right? This is a prime time to get involved. While we're talking, I guess, about job opportunities, maybe can you talk to us about some job opportunities that may present themselves once you've either completed certification or are looking to move on with your career? Can you maybe speak to some job opportunities?
Yeah. Actually, I'm in March for about 1 year. I'm in March.
Mhm.
Actually, 6 months passed um, with the looking for a position in my position.
Okay.
Actually, there is a very different type of opportunities. And even if you have a little experience and a qualification, but with a one condition that you have to improve yourself, and
Mhm.
otherwise little experience and little qualification is not enough to be a QA, because technology is improving and you have to also develop and improve yourself and your skills, your qualifications. Uh, when I was first entered this mart, IT mart, actually it is in all country the same. But for example, in terms of Germany, there are
Mhm.
a lot of opportunities, because now everyone or every company sells his product on site, on website.
Mhm.
And so there are two options. You go to on site to do your shopping or your product that you want to buy, or you open your computer. So if you open your computer and to do something, and any kind of company uses technology, so it
Absolutely.
brings a very big opportunities for the people who want to a position, who want to look a position as a tester or software tester. They can find somehow a position, because
Yeah.
this mark will never end and will never how can I say, um, no end.
Exactly. It'll just continue to grow and develop new skills. So you start where you are, where we are, and continue to certify and grow and learn and teach yourself new opportunities. And it's not going away. As you said, it's not an industry that's going to be leaving. It's just will transition potentially into different
Yeah.
things that you would do within the technology. So
Mhm.
that's really great. Would you maybe explain a little bit about the mentoring program with Wise Quarters? So once you've completed your certifications and everything's done, what type of mentoring options are available for students?
Mhm. Actually, for about 5 weeks, and I've been doing this mentoring for
Mhm.
students, participant in the Vice Quarter. Uh, Actually, I have a very good qualified team members. With my team, with my participant, with my students, actually,
Mhm.
we're trying to improve their skills on this branch, on this IT branch, especially the software test or test automation engineer. Actually, we support them by showing the way how
Okay.
you can find as a job in your country or wherever you live. And
Mhm.
also in terms of mentoring, for example, they have lessons from Monday to any day of the week, and with a certain time and day, we are coming together, and okay, what what did we do good, and what can we do
Mhm.
something much better. And sometimes I share my experience with the students, because students every time need experience from the others.
Definitely.
And also when I first started this area, actually around me there were no people who were interested or who were into this testing, and then I felt myself a little bit alone.
Mm.
But now I see our students so lucky, because I'm giving much credit to my students, and I'm open not 24 hours, 25 hours. It means you can write me. If I'm not busy, I can give you directly answer, or at least I can give your answer in a one day.
That's
So
good.
it's so important, because if
Hmm.
there is no good connection with the student and with mentoring,
Hmm.
they lose their motivation and they can be demotivated. So in this point,
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. And
Hmm.
I put myself in their shoes, and actually I could give up. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, that was kind of leading into the next question I had for you, was if you were going to be helping Wise Quarter students maybe prepare for the job interview with soft skills or technical interview skills. But as you mentioned, the mentoring and questions and
Actually,
implementing.
we have a very good implementation on this mentoring. The first
Mhm,
one is the flip grids, and there's an application in which students take their videos by
mhm,
explaining any kind of topic which they learned during the day or before the day, and then they see themselves in front of computer and they're watching themselves. Oh, good,
uh-huh.
okay. So
Yes.
I did good, or okay, I can improve myself in this point. So this point is a little bit missing.
Hmm.
And then step by step, when they take their videos in front of computer, and sometime
Hmm.
later, okay, open your computer, and then I'm taking my videos. And are we ready? Yeah, we are ready. So let's start with this video. And then students directly sent me this video to me. Oh, our mentor, I did this video for you, and then could you give a recommendation? So
Hmm.
what is it? How is it? So actually, I'm very, I'm being very happy, because
Yeah.
producing something and then showing this to someone who has a little bit experience on this area, so
Hmm.
important. And sometime
It is.
later, if you put step by step, at the end of this ladder, and you will get your gift, your present.
Yes, it is videoing interview skills or presentations, recording yourself, watching it back, learning. Those are critical skills to have,
Exactly.
to watch yourself. Even maybe we call them mock interviews, where someone's asking you questions, you're interacting with someone else, and then just go back and review. Like, I use my hands a lot. So if you'll notice, I'll purposely put my hands down from watching myself on videos and realizing just how often my hands are flying around
Yeah.
the screen whenever I talk. So it's very useful. It definitely
Yeah.
helps
And
increase
I
your
want
soft
to
skills and
express
technical skills.
something about this point.
Mhm.
Actually, we are showing our students some kind of mock interview. It
Yeah.
means, okay, so I am a company boss, and I want to
Mhm.
take you on the job. So let's talk about you, about what do you have, what is your skills, and in which skills are you very strong, and in which skills are you so not strong but weak, and can you
Mhm.
describe yourself, or um, we are checking whether they are ready for an example of a job interview. So it
Yes.
is also very very useful for students,
Mhm.
because otherwise how can you get experience about this interview? Someone must do an
Mhm.
example or an exemplary interview for you with you, and then okay, I did this. I remember this interview, and when they are in a real interview, they will remember what they did in the past. So
Yes,
whatever we do now for our students, actually in the future, they will remember and they will get benefit from this. So
absolutely.
we support our students every time.
That's fantastic. Yes, repetition. You get good at whatever you practice. So a little muscle memory, just as riding a bike, the muscle memory of going through an interview and answering questions. And I refer to it as an elevator pitch, right? What's your elevator pitch if someone says, "Why are you interested?" or "Why should we hire you?" You've got about 30 or 45 seconds to answer that question. Tell a little bit about yourself, what, like you mentioned, what skills you're good at, things like that. So it's great. It's phenomenal that it's offered through Wise Quarter, that you guys will help them practice those skills, because they really are invaluable when you go into an interview. Those people that have practiced with someone that's in the industry and knows the questions that they may be posed to them and how to answer those questions definitely have an advantage moving forward with whatever job they're interested in. Yeah, I appreciate you very much taking the time to talk with us today and give the students information, allow them a chance to listen to your side of how you decided to do what you're doing now, and how Wise Quarter will help get them to wherever they'd like to be in the path that maybe they like to take throughout their learning journey as well, and where they may end. So I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. Thanks for accepting the invitation. And it was really nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Absolutely.
That pleasure belongs to me.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you enjoy your evening, and I will continue my morning
with my children.
Yes.
Every time they're punching me, okay, daddy, come with me and play with me.
Oh, for sure. Yes, I have a few of those myself, and the door is closed to keep them from barging in and giving their 2 cents on the Wise Quarter and everything that we have to say. So I really appreciate it. I know taking time away from your family can be difficult sometimes. So we appreciate your effort and your time to talk with us today. And of course, you have a great evening.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.